Your fave Mex, hello, you're first. All right, Ernest is here and Kaylin. Hello, guys. How was your Tuesdays? Also, I'm gonna give you a poll question. Thanks, Ernest, for the flower. Poll number 1. Guess my favorite Anne Hathaway movie. There's so many good ones. Okay. Ella Enchanted. Les Mis. Devil Wears Prada, or The Princess Diaries. Okay, there you go. Poll question to start the night. My day was slow. My day was kind of slow too, Kaylin. It's not the worst thing, but it can be kind of boring. Chars 2.0, Hannah in the building. Thank you, Ernest. Good to see all of you. Yeah, I would say I don't know, I would say Tuesdays can kind of be, I don't know, just kind of routine. Nothing too exciting usually occurs on a Tuesday for me. But today was steady. It was nice. Hello, Nick. Kaylin. Omega Supreme, Hannah Banana. I can't believe they're having clean buildings. Oh, they're having you clean buildings while doing construction? Is that safe? Like, are you able to go in and out of the buildings safely, or are you like having to walk through construction stuff? Rich is here. Hello, Rich. Happy Tuesday. How was work for you? Oh, I just took a shower and washed my hair, and I feel like no matter how much I dry my hair afterward, it still will have some residual water. Let's see, Larry Middleton, hello, and D. Martin, good to see you. Omega Supreme is saying, my favorite Virgo. I know, I love being a Virgo. I vibe with it so much. Kaylin says I can go in, but I have to walk through while they work. That doesn't seem, I feel like that's like a hazard. Sorry to hear that, Kaylin. Yeah, I would be a little concerned with that setup. Arthur Lugiano, good to see you. How have you been? Thanks for the likes. So the maintenance man is going to talk to the boss to see what we can do. Yeah, I feel like that seems like the appropriate course of action, because I feel like you shouldn't be put at risk at all. I've been in my house coming up on 6 years. First year I put a tree up. Oh, that's so sweet. Glad to hear it, Omega Supreme. Hello, Jorge, Amelia, Walter. Thank you so much, Amelia. Amen, thank you. Larry Middleton, how is the weather in Minnesota? It was melty today, which I was kind of sad about because I want our snow to last until next Thursday, which is Christmas. And we were up in the 40s today, so the snow was definitely like melty and there were puddles. And I'm like, okay, we've got a little over a week. Let's see if the snow can hang on for dear life. Erna says, my Tuesday is like the band Korn second album, Life is Peachy. Don't know it. Ooh, cute. I got it. Sweet little kitten in a box. I got you, Donut King. Thank you for sending the cat gift. I've seen that just once before. Tin Man, Windman, hello. Kaylin says, and no one is in there, maybe one person due to construction. Yeah, again, I feel like this calls for some, like, I feel like this needs to be addressed because this seems like it could put you at risk of like tripping over something or, yeah. Like, employees have rights. I feel like you should be, yeah, asking about how to make this a safe situation. Jungle Thriving, hey, I was thinking about you today. I bought 6 baby poinsettias. Oh my gosh, cute. Yeah, mine are over in my kitchen. I've been trying to keep them alive as best I can. Omega Supreme, my birthday is between Christmas and New Year's. I want my snow gone by then. Okay, Omega Supreme, when is your birthday? I want to remember to give you a shout out because I will be live on your birthday because I'm going live every single day of December. So let me add you. Omega Supreme B-Day is sometime December. Larry Middleton, probably no White Christmas here this year. Big Haas 920, great to see you. Merry Christmas, Merry early Christmas. Prime VR, hello. Oh, geez. Ooh. Yeah, my sister's cat, TT, launched herself. I don't know if she launched herself, but I think she jumped up into my tree because she wanted to do some exploring, and I was like, don't do that. It's gonna come crashing down. Donut King first. You know, honestly, I don't know the value of like what jewels equate to in dollars, but I appreciate the cat gift. Okay, Chukwurokwe, William, Aline. Sorry to hear that. Okay, Omega Supreme, you're December 28th. I got you written down. Charles 2.0 says it's leg day in the gym, so my Tuesday will be brutal, LOL. Yeah, Tuesdays just, they've never been my favorite, whether I was in the workforce or in school. It's just kind of like the weird in-between Monday and midweek, but oh well, it's still a day of life. They were on clearance for like $8. There was no way I could pass that up. Nice. The big Zissou, Aline, Rich. Ooh, who did Chelsea play today? I don't watch soccer midweek, or during, I should say, Monday through Friday. I don't watch professional soccer. All right, Jorge, did TT mess up your tree? No, so TT, I was able to retrieve TT from the tree while she was in there she had been on like the lower branches for just a few seconds. So there was no damage. There were no broken ornaments, but it's like, okay, get out of my tree. Jeff Nichols said hi. Kinless. Danielle, hello Danielle. I wanted to check with you because you have a birthday this month. Did you say that it was December 30th? I want to make sure I got that one down correctly. If you haven't voted yet, vote in the poll. See if you can guess my favorite Anne Hathaway movie. Let's see. Okay, you're the 30th. Got it. Rich says that Chelsea beat Cardiff City. Was this like FA Cup? Like what tournament would this have been? Brandon Preacher Green, hello. No, I am in my couch. I'm in my living room on my couch for tonight. Alt Rim. I don't think I've ever made apple strudel before. Fellow Capricorn, happy earlier birthday. Danielle, how sweet of you to remember. I remember you saying it was like toward the end of December, and I was like, I think she said the 30th, but I gotta remember, or I gotta check. Tony, I am 32. Sir Maud, I'm January 3rd. Did you used to get this as your birthday and Christmas gift line? That is so not cool. If I was a parent to someone, to a child who had a birthday that was either on or close to another holiday, I would make such an effort to split them apart from each other. I think that's such a ripoff. Yeah, when a birthday gets lumped in with other holiday stuff. Nobody sent a flower. Hello, how have you been, nobody? Mohammed, just hanging out on my couch. Favorite reindeer is Rudolph, Maine. Thank you, Omega. When's yours, says Danielle. All right, I've got nobody down in the donos. Thank you. Alt Rim. Nice. Matthew Carr. Hello, good to see you. Matthew Carmona. Catnap. Omega Supreme, Cat Brother. Yes, my mother would give me half a pack of socks for Christmas and the other half on my birthday. Just an example. No. Oh, that's so lame. What's so lame about that is, if your birthday fell on a day that was nowhere close to any other holiday, like say, for example, your birthday was like the middle of April when there's like, maybe that could be Easter. What could another time be? Like if your birthday fell in the middle of like May, there's no holiday that they could get away with lumping it together with. And that it's like if it was any other time of year where it was like a down season, they would get you a gift for your birthday. But I hate when it's like, oh, let's scrimp on gifts and just like do a combo deal here. That irks me so much hearing that. Thank you, Jorge. Omega Supreme 1228. Kaylin, I would hate for my birthday to be on or near the holidays. I feel like I wouldn't mind for my birthday to be near the holidays, but I think what would make me really annoyed is if my parents were just trying to save money and save, time on finding gifts for me and just lump it together with like Christmas or Easter or something else and be like, really? Come on. Danielle, Sir Maud, my parents always made it 2 different days. Good. That's exactly what I would do. Lisa, good to see you. Omega Supreme, it's sad, I know. I spoil myself as an adult. Good, as you should. That's just so lame. I do not approve of that. Lisa's got Minnesota Bronco and squirrel member emojis. Sir Ma, Danielle, emotional damage, LMAO. That's why The Grinch is my favorite Christmas song. That's so funny. Chris Caps is here. Hello, Chris. I was always forgotten. No pity party, but it's life. True. Yeah. I like that, it's like, well, why dwell on it? If that's how it was, oh well. But, you can make them great yourself. Mississippi Man. I wouldn't dare. I would not dare. Yano is here. Tim says is asking, what are you asking Santa for this year? I have 0 gift wishes this year. I feel so completely satisfied with everything I've got. I'm just so content with my life, so happy with my material possessions. I love my job. I'm doing well financially. I'm loving YouTube. I don't have any desire for like any kind of gift. I don't want more things. I don't need more books. I mean, people, I know my family will get me gifts, but I don't have any gift wish list. Beetlejuice, mine's the 27th. Ooh, let me write you down. Beetlejuice. All right, Beetlejuice. 5/8 equals December 27th. Ooh, we got a few people who are in between Christmas and New Year. We got Beetlejuice on the 27th. We got Omega Supreme on the 28th, and we've got Danielle on the 30th. Nice. I feel like a New Year's birthday, like I think it'd be fun to have my birthday on either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. But honestly, I feel like having a New Year's Eve birthday would be so awesome. Like you have every reason to just go out and party on your birthday because it's like, it's my birthday and also it's New Year's Eve. I think that would be such a great birthday. Mr. Fulton Mraz, hello, nice. CO, Molto, Omega, I love my birthday, but I know what to expect every year. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, as I've gotten older, my parents still make an effort to they still do buy me presents and make my birthday a really special day. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, okay, I'm in my 30s now. Like, I don't need presents. Like, I'm totally content if my birthday just consists of going out to lunch or going out to dinner, maybe an outing to like a play, a concert, but at this point, I'm not expecting like tons of presents or even really any presents. Young Chazi, good to see you. Clock Time, Danielle, Sermont, that's funny, but sad. Happy birthday to all my fellow Capricorns. Hello, Jefferson. Clock Time, happy belated. Jorge, Chris. Is that Hannah the Bills fans? The Bills fan? I mean, I like the Bills. I hope they do well this season. I love Jared Allen. This is a large mug, correct? It's everyone's favorite elf, says White Lightning. Happy birthday, Clock Time. Blah, blah is here. Benny Keebs. I'm a data analyst for my job, for my 9-to-5 job. Check Fold, is that hot cocoa with tiny little marshmallows by chance? No, this is ginger tea, which has become my favorite kind of tea. HBG, the label, hello. Omega Supreme says to Danielle, I purchased my second house on your birthday 6 years ago. So cool. Alpha, Chief X98, thank you. Chief X98's birthday is on the 29th. All right, let's add it. Chief X98, December 29. Jorge, Danielle, wow, Omega, that's a big accomplishment. Lalt Lanlua, Omega Supreme, HBG, the label. Beetlejuice says I party the whole week. Danielle, when I still drank, I was always hungover for New Year's Eve. Oh no. Oh no. Lalt Lanlua, is 35 considered old? Some people think it's old, some people don't. It depends on the person. Burge Josh, hello. Shyler Bear, hello. Dilbert. Guto Kowalski, how was your day? You're late. I am not late. I was on time today. You're late. I had a good day. Chad Brooks from Knoxville, Tennessee, hello. Outdoors is the cure. White Lightning, the Bills are on fire. I know. Matthew Carmona, my birthday is January 11th. My birthday's on the 20th. Yabba. Oh, I love this. You changed your profile picture to, what's his face? Joe Burrow. Yabba, I wanted to ask you, you said you had to go into Inverness, and I'm curious about You said, okay, you said you weren't excited to go to Inverness. So, how did your trip to Inverness go? What did you get in Inverness? And why do you not like going to Inverness? Because I feel like it seems like a lovely city, but you just didn't seem that excited. Chad Brooks, birthday is December 26th. PRXD, Guto. Shyler is rooting for the Seahawks. Nice. All right, PRX says the Patriots are beating the Bills in the playoffs. See you guys there. We'll see. I hope the Bills can make it to the Super Bowl. That would be tremendous. Shyler's in Texas. Oh my God, yes. Oh my goodness. Danielle, right? This weekend was absolutely brutal on the injury front. Like, the Chiefs already were having a real bad season for their franchise, and then to end his season with a torn ACL was just so horrible. I'm not a Chiefs fan at all, but I don't like seeing anyone get hurt. I know. It was really sad watching Mahomes limp off the field, and he was like leaning on two people. And it's just like, wow, what a brutal end to his season. All right. No explanation said Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You guys, how crazy is it that Christmas is next week? Just saying that is so bizarre. Apollo, good to see you. Omega Supreme, the only silver lining for my team, we have the #1 draft pick. Okay. Chad Brooks, Post 03. Hello. Shyler says Merry Christmas. Toby Montgomery, thank you very much. I love hanging out with you guys. It's fun. Like Rome, all great empires must fall. There will be a rise of another. Christopher Adams, yes. I feel like 2025 went by freakishly fast. When I think about, I remember last Christmas season, like it wasn't that long ago. I have such a vivid memory of going out for 4th of July. I went to go to a parade with my sister, and I remember standing outside. We went over and saw a local parade, and it was so lovely, and I'm like, dang, that was like mid-summer, and here we are now, middle of December. Like when I think back to my birthday, when I think back to this wedding that I went to in May for a close friend of mine, like it's just so many months ago, and it feels like it wasn't that long ago. Guto says, do you think there's intelligent life in the universe? I don't know. I kind of hope there is somewhere. William Berry, hello. Let's see. I believe we are still in Rome. Okay. Lean Jade TV. Supposedly time is passing faster than it used to be. My theory with this is I feel like since 2020, so much stuff has moved online, so much stuff has moved to remote, distance, just do it virtually. And I feel like that, for me, that's made time pass by faster. It feels like it's passing by faster because I feel like I lose my sense of like, I got up, I went out in the world, I was out for most of the day, and then I came home. It's just like that routine pre-2020, I feel like it made the days feel really long because it's like I would leave home at 7:30, 8 in the morning, go to work, be at work all day, get home at 6, and then, work out, eat dinner. And it's just, I feel like spending extended amounts of time away from home every single day pre-pandemic compared to now. Because I feel like I'm hybrid at my job, and I work like half the time in office, half the time at home. And I've noticed like doing the commute, like the full like wake up, alarm goes off early, get fully ready to go to work, pack my lunch, do the commute, be there for 8 hours, and then come home. Like, those days feel so much more full than the days where I'm just working remotely at home. White Lightning, Mahomes is finished. Time for Allen to take the throne. We'll see. We'll see. My app is being kind of wonky right now. Omega Supreme. 3-1-3i Atlas. Andre plays. Smoke is here. Holly Field. HBG the label. ABTV World. What's the time over there? So it's currently 8:25 p.m. Almost 8:30. Shaquille is here. Omar Al-Jabbar is in Afghanistan. Hello, Omar. James Terry. Thank you, James. Shaquille, it's almost 7 a.m. in Afghanistan. That makes sense. You guys are way far ahead of us time-wise. I'm in the central time zone of the United States, so it's currently Tuesday night here. Indeed, Shyler Bear. Hello, Shaquille. Be sure to vote in the poll, guys. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Devil Wears Prada is in the lead by a good chunk, and then it's The Princess Diaries, then Ella Enchanted, then Les Mis. All right. Outdoors is the Cure. I've only heard of one of those movies, and I'm taking your word she's in it. Really? You've only heard of one of these movies? These are like massively popular movies. I'm shocked to hear that. Richard, looks like you're a Broncos fan. Okay. White Lightning, Kansas City is getting old and tired. I mean, I'm speaking from my own, like, opinion. Like, I am tired of the Chiefs. Like, I'm ready for a new team to be dominant. Are you watching Turkey soap operas again? No. William Barry just learned Afghanistan is 12 hours ahead of me. Yeah. Well, for me, they are 10 hours ahead of me. Let's see. Richard, Schuyler. It's over for the Dallas Cowboys. Is it for sure? Skinny1105 says Eagles. I'm not an Eagles fan. I mean, I respect the talent, but it's just, yeah. Again, like I'm glad that the Chiefs are out. I kind of want the Eagles to be out too. We'll see. Hello, Justin. I'm from Turkey. Why would I eat turkey? Shyler Bear does not like the Eagles. I wouldn't say I dislike the Eagles, but I'm just getting tired of the Eagles because they're so dominant. 44 Carbine, good to see you. Will is here. Hello, Will. Outdoors is the Cure. Turkey's a beautiful country, one of my favorite places I've visited. I still need to go to Turkey. I've never been there. Bears versus the Bills. Is that what's coming up this weekend? I don't know what's on the schedule. Baljit is here. Yes. James Terry, you have a very professional voice. It's refreshing hearing a woman not ending with an A or saying like as a comma. I'll still say like every now and then, but I try to not say it over and over and over. There was a point I remember when I had come home from college. I was probably on winter break, and I was talking like, oh my gosh, and this happened, and then like this happened, and like, and this happened. And my mom was like, can you stop saying like this many times? My mom is very much like the writer. Like, I feel like of my parents, she definitely is the one who is strong in writing, grammar, punctuation, the arts, humanities, that sort of thing. And it makes total sense to me that she would have been on my case about saying like. I still, it comes up when I speak, especially just like this, responding to comments. But at a certain point, there are times I'll watch myself back too if I'm searching for a thumbnail photo to upload to the YouTube or to the live stream recording. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I was saying like a lot. Danielle, I'm a huge Bronco fan. Yes, I do this. Shaquille, I'm good. John Odin is here. William Barry. I would love to see the boss for a straight. Turkey is a place where I would love to just to do a real, like a not rushed, leisurely, pick a few cities and really do them well. I would love to spend maybe 2 to 3 weeks in Turkey and just take my time going through the city, doing walking tours, looking at architecture, historical sites, etc. One day, I'll make it. Shyler, Tom Brady is the GOAT. No one else has won 7 Super Bowls like he has. He doesn't have, to put it in perspective, Tom Brady has so many Super Bowl rings, he can't fit them all on one hand. Actually, this photo is going on my vision board. It didn't, I forgot to add it when I was first making it, but there is this photo on Tom Brady's Instagram, and I follow Tom Brady. I love Tom Brady, and it's just him looking, like the camera is above him and he's looking up at it, and he's holding up both of his hands, and he's got 5 rings on one, and I think it's 2, or I think it's 2 on the other one. I'd have to check. Let's just Google this. How many Super Bowls does Brady have? It is 7. Yep, so he's holding, I don't know if it was 5 and 2 or if it was 4 and 3, but it's like 2 hands, baby. I have so many rings. I can't even keep them all on one hand. So cool. So I would say Tom Brady is my favorite NFL player of all time, above Aaron Rodgers. But I do like Aaron Rodgers. I was happy that the Steelers won yesterday against Miami. Justin, you were in Wilmer today. What brought you to Wilmer, Minnesota? I don't think I've been to Wilmer before. Wasser Qualität. That's so funny. I do. James Terry is laughing. Bills are playing Cleveland. Okay, so then they should win, right? I feel like the Cleveland Browns are not that good. Outdoors is the cure. Ankara and Istanbul. When I went, would love to see more. Same. John Odin. I am English, Irish, German, and Dutch on my mom's side, and Ethiopian on my dad's side. Guto. The like girls are annoying. I definitely picked up the like. I probably said like a decent amount in high school, but I can think of a few people who I was and am still friends with in college, and they were very much like, oh my god. I can't even believe like this happened, and like, you know, it was just like crazy. And it was, by the time they finished saying their 5-minute story, they've said like probably 1,000 times. And that rubbed off on me for sure. And I still, at this point, I'll still say it as I'm talking freely, but it is something I try, especially when I'm filming YouTube videos and I'm trying to say different things and show whatever. And I don't want a video, like an edited video, to be filled with like, because it gets to be distracting at a certain point. People start to pay attention to the likes and lose track of what you're actually saying. Outdoors is the cure, beautiful country for real. Robert Lindquist, hello. I'm going to miss your holiday outfits after the holidays. Yes, but I will be doing Live Miss again next year, a year from now, December of 2026, which is weird to think about, but eventually we'll get there. I intend to be dressed like this, but I don't do it all the time because then it wouldn't be special. Omar, Turkey is very cool, and I like their kebab, me too. Outdoors is the cure. Got to see where they do the prayers heard throughout, or at least one of the places, if there's more than one, hearing the prayers in the morning and evening were peaceful. Robert Lindquist, hard to believe he was picked 299th in the 6th round of the draft. Goes to show you that the first round picks aren't always what they're cracked up to be, and some of the stragglers in the very back of the queue, last to be selected and drafted into the NFL, can be superstars. I've been meaning to watch I think it's a Netflix series, maybe it's a limited series, it's called Quarterback. And I think Tom Brady I think they focus maybe each episode or a segment of the series on a particular quarterback, and they deep dive into their history and all of it. So, yeah, I wanna know more about Tom Brady. It's such a treat though, honestly. When I'm tuning into an NFL game, sometimes I can only be listening to it like on audio, like podcast through the NFL app while I'm doing other stuff. Sometimes I'm watching it visually, like the game on TV, and I can recognize Tom Brady's voice instantly, and I'm like, yes, Tom Brady is commentating this game. I love hearing his breakdown of the plays, the strategy. I don't understand all of football. I understand probably 80 to 85% of football, but then there's certain little plays and sequences and whatever, and I'm like, I don't understand what he's talking about. But still, I love getting to hear like what's in Tom Brady's head. Like, so great for the viewer, for the listener. Shyler Bear, I like Dak Prescott, think he's cool. Jamie, hello. Shaquille, Stephen McGrath, I'm part Irish. Mo Reda Omar, Too Evil to Hope, hello. Hope your live stream streak is going well. Yes, honestly, Too Evil to Hope, I am very happy to say this. I have not felt the creep of like fatigue and approaching burnout yet. I'm feeling super solid. We're now halfway through the month. It's December 16th. I'm going all the way through the 31st, including the 31st. And yeah, it's been going good. Some of my live streams have been toward the 3-hour mark, but I think some I've kept to like 90 minutes, 2 hours. And I think having that balance has been key to just, because I want to enjoy all of the live streams. Like, some days I'm going to be more tired than others. Some days I'm going to be more motivated than others. It's just the way it goes. You're not a robot. You're not the exact same, you know, energy-wise, attitude-wise, emotion-wise every single day. But, I mean, to the best of my ability, I want to be showing up, having fun, energized, and really enjoying these lives. And 16 days into this, 16 days straight, I feel awesome. So thank you for your well wishes, Too Evil to Hope. I'm loving Live Miss this year. Abe Snake, welcome back. Good to see you. Cosborn, same to you. William Berry says, I'm from California. I say like too much. Declan is here. Thank you, Declan. Oh, Abe Snake, thank you. I missed your super chat earlier. I just hearted it now. I'm a little behind here. Stephen McGrath, I am Irish. Omega Supreme, Eli Manning is my favorite NFL player, I'm guessing, of all time, or maybe quarterback. He beat Tom Brady twice. If he didn't, Tom would have had a full 2-hand set of rings. Yeah, well, you can't win them all. That begs the question, how many Super Bowls was Tom Brady in? He's won 7, but how many, oh, this is crazy. How many Super Bowls does Brady have? No, this is not, come on. How many Super Bowls did Brady play in? Tom Brady played in, also this is a record, 10 Super Bowls. And he won 7 of them. He won 70% of the Super Bowls he went to, guys. And he played for 23 seasons in the NFL. Crazy. So epic. Such a fave. James Terry, LOL, you're doing well. Thanks, James. I appreciate it. What was I gonna do? I was gonna get Abe Snake, who sent the super chat. Let's see. Abe Snake, thank you, thank you. Best smile on YouTube. I appreciate that. Let me comment back at you. Abe Snake. Oh no, are you not here anymore, Abe? Dang it. Abe must be gone. Well, thank you, Abe Snake. Outdoors is the cure. Got a friend from Rwanda, invited me to go with them to visit and want to do that too. Christopher Adams, the only thing more annoying than that is I literally can't even. I'm talking full, oh no, full basic white girl. The thing is, I'm guilty of doing this. So when I have, I can think of times where I was explaining something. Say I was, for example, I was sharing a story with my sister, and it's like, there was a part of the story where I said, and I literally was just standing there. And it's like, well, yeah, of course you were. Like, that's not a good way to use the word literally, because if you were saying, like, I had literally just bought my cup of coffee and then this happened. It's like, well, yeah, there's no other, you bought your cup of coffee. You don't need to say you literally bought it. So I feel like there's unnecessary use of the word literally that comes up, even in some really popular YouTuber videos that I watch, where I get that they're speaking quickly and they're speaking off the cuff. I feel like literally is another word. My words that I try to watch that I feel like they creep into speech and they're not necessary, they're more filler words, like just literally. Like I wanted to like just, that's another one too. So I try to limit the filler words as much as I can when speaking freely. This comment though, Christopher Adams, the only thing more annoying than that is I literally can't even. I can picture I can hear the delivery and I can picture the mannerisms and the conversation. I literally can't even. Omar, Danielle, Peyton Manning is my favorite player. Nice. I've loved seeing Peyton Manning in all these commercials. I can't even remember what the product is, but he's in a bunch of commercials and I love seeing him. He's a friendly face from childhood. I remember watching him when I was a kid and I was thinking, wow, he's such a successful football player. Kaylin, yes, I agree. I try to not say like when I record a YouTube video. Yes. Jamie says she intends to come to Iowa. John Oden, Markeisha, Justin, White Lightning, will you dress like an angel for Valentine's Day? Probably not. Shyler Bear, Shaquille, Omega Supreme. Did you watch the Comedy Center roast of Tom Brady? No, I should write this down though. I'm gonna write this down. Comedy, Central, probably. Roast of Tom Brady. I like this. Notes. Omar, Will, I like Nance and Romo. Conscious Cookie Monster, my favorite Ethiopian chef YouTuber. Woo! Shaquille, Shyler Bear. No, I'm not in college. Outdoors is the cure. I'm gonna get back there sooner rather than later for sure. The live miss continues. How are you, NC? Good to see you here. Caitlin, I believe live miss was a great idea. Thank you. Greatest of all time. Hunk of Crab put up Christmas lights today. Very nice. Shyler, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm literally watching your live stream and commenting. Egg Shen, hello, good to see you. Animal Lover says, thank you, Omega Supreme Hannah. I'm sure I speak for more than myself, but I appreciate your calm tone, demeanor, and positive attitude. The zen in my day. Good, I'm glad. I feel like I'm naturally a pretty calm person. At 32, sure, some things can still rattle me and get me upset, and I have to just process them, but I feel like so many things come my way that are disruptive, unpleasant, whatever, and they just don't faze me as much as they would have years and years ago. And yeah, I just feel like for the most part I'm a pretty chill person. There's not much that stresses me out anymore. So I appreciate the feedback. Hunk of Crab says, I say you know too much as a filter word. Me too. Koala, Shyler Bear, Yaba, that's me in the photo. Inverness, it's a full day's journey for me to see men in suits. Never nice. Interesting. Okay. I feel like I would like a trip to Inverness. I see, though, if it's a full day's journey, that's a bit burdensome. Hello, Mr. Handsome. Face the Ace. Hello. Fari. How are you doing, my friend Hannah? Face the Ace, I'm doing good. How are you? KQ Wirtz is here. Gregory Richardson, Charles 2.0. I think it was the Netflix roast of Tom Brady. Not sure. I didn't follow. HBG, the label, Face the Ace. C. Brian, Smile Forever, sent the floating heart. Let me make sure to get you. Voorhees. Clemente Gonzalez, good to see you, Clemente. How have you been? Happy Tuesday. Vivian, Justin, James, what's your favorite Christmas movie and coffee flavor? My favorite Christmas movie of all time is It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart from the 40s. And let me think. Favorite coffee flavor? Maybe either like vanilla or hazelnut, I would say. Macy is here. Face the Ace says, I'm great, thanks. Justin says, I think I was driving trucks for farmers. Jamie Hubler. I was gonna leave this as a trivia question because I am watching a movie tonight. It's an older movie, so I'll save it for trivia. Shyler, I don't watch the San Antonio Spurs. Show me your dishwasher. Interesting. You are very off with my birthday. Nice try, though. Thank you, Macy. Old movie. Omega Supreme is guessing Home Alone. I'm not going to say which movie it is. Also, if you haven't voted in the poll, vote, and I will close it in probably like 1 or 2 minutes. It's a Beautiful Life. You mean It's a Wonderful Life? Clemente, I've been doing okay. The holidays ain't the same though because my parents ain't around. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Honestly, Clemente, I think it's a good reminder for me because I've always had the same Christmas tradition my whole life, which is just go to my parents' house, open present. Like there's no change to the plans. It's just like the same thing over and over. Sometimes like a different city, maybe slightly different tradition, but it's just like it's been a constant in my life. And it's good for me to remember that traditions change, people aren't around forever, which sucks, but it's just part of life. So I'm sorry to hear that, Clemente. And holidays, like, despite what all of the cheerful, jolly stuff you see on TV and advertised everywhere, I think holidays are a really happy time for a lot of people, but they can also be a pretty unhappy time for other people. So don't worry, I appreciate your honesty. Face the Ace, Micah Hilliker, hello. Omega Supreme says, sorry, driving. Oh, you're good, you're good. Can't forget Christmas Vacation. Do you mean like the Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation? Dat boy Klaus says, your favorite Hathaway movie is Ocean's 8. Haven't seen it. Deep South Rust Garage, hello, how have you been? Excuse me, Shiler Bear, thank you. Sarah's 904, thank you. Justin, I got a German ham for Christmas, from Christmas. A German ham. I'm intrigued. Just Gamer, yes, I am American. NC says exactly. Face the Ace, Christmas changed every year. Dylan, hi, how are you? Love your necklace, Belle. I had the same one as a kid. Nice. Sweet. I'm tired today, but life is great. I love that mentality. It's like, even on days, like, today I wouldn't say I was tired, but today was a pretty, it was like a pretty unremarkable Tuesday. Nothing special, no meetings, head down, get the work done type of day. It's just, you know, in life you have those, I feel like the 10 out of 10 days where you'll never forget them as long as you live. Happiest moments, so memorable, so exciting, so thrilling. And then there's like the worst days of your life where it's like sadness, pain, suffering, loss, etc. And then you've got like all the days in between, the days that are a 1 out of 10, which I'm talking the days that are maybe, if you were to score them, it would be a 4 to 6 out of 10. And I would say today was maybe a 6 or a 6, 7. Oh man, I fell right into that. But it was above average, but still kind of like routine and kind of boring. But I'm not gonna poo-poo a normal day, routine day, because there's so much to be grateful for and life is good. Yes, tomorrow is hump day, Deep South, Rust Garage. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for saying that. You're welcome, Clemente. Yeah, it's not, I think when you grow up with just all, like, it's cheery and happy. The holidays are so great. There's a lot of people who didn't have that growing up, or things have changed as they've gotten older, and some people are no longer around that they would celebrate with, and that can really affect how they look at the holidays. Or just some people, unfortunately, people sometimes will have really major negative life events happen around the holidays, and it can kind of color the holiday season for them too, which is unfortunate. The timing can be unfortunate, but yeah, the holidays aren't just rainbows and unicorns for every person. Just Gamer says, let's go. Dylan, saw that comment. Face the Ace. Egg Shen, what's with the weather today, right, Egg Shen? Okay, I went out for a run today. It was really nice. I went for a 4-mile run and I took it really easy, but I was looking at all the puddles, the melting icicles, the slushy snow, and I was thinking to myself, man, I hope the snow sticks around at least until Christmas next Thursday. I'm a little concerned though, because it's getting warm. Yeah, I was happy that it was way more comfortable and safe than the freezing temperatures over the weekend, Egg Shen, but still, I was like, oh no, I don't want a grassy, brown, muddy Christmas. Endo, thank you so much. Elements, good to see you. Face the Ace, White Lightning. Did you get hammered with snow this past weekend? I don't know if we got hammered with snow. It was more like last week, but I don't think over the weekend we got hammered with snow. Eli Magallanes, hola, how are you? The Unbothered Sun, laughing. Omega says, Hannah, have you ever watched any of these series, Peaky Blinders, Spartacus, or Sherlock? I tried watching Peaky Blinders. I could not stand it. I found the music just way too try hard and uncomfortable and weird. I was like, I'm not into this like punk edgy 1930s era show. Like if it's gonna be a period show, I want it to be full period show. I do not want some wacko out of what am I trying to say? Out of place soundtrack or anything. So that really bothered me. It just felt like it was trying so hard to be like hard and edgy and cool, even though it was like set in the 1930s or something. So I could not stand Peaky Blinders. Spartacus, not really my kind of show. I have seen Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch. Love him as Sherlock, and Martin Freeman as, what's his face? Watson. Justin says, nice day. Stakes is high. Of course it was. It's a Tuesday, the most typical and routine of days. Yes. Typical Tuesday. 27 more days till I ship out. Oh my gosh. How are you feeling, the Unbothered Sun? Wow. This is the first year that I haven't had the holiday blues. Okay, that's good, Omega. I'm glad to hear that. Sure thing, buddy. Hello. Mo Gooder says 12.5K subs growing quick. I knew we were getting close to 12.5. Has it actually happened? We did hit it, you guys. Whoa. I wasn't sure if it would happen tonight. Some nights are slower than others, but let's see this. Okay, I just refreshed my YouTube studio, and it says that currently I have 12,503. So we just crossed over 12.5K. Thank you guys. That's so cool. Omega, I went for a 4-mile run in 23-degree weather. Nice. Deep South Rust Garage. We just need to be thankful and remember what this holiday is all about and thank the Lord for his sacrifices. I always am trying to remember, what do I have to be grateful for? What has been a supreme blessing in my life? And even if there are problems, even if there are setbacks, even if there's things I don't particularly like or am enjoying in my life, the list of all the blessings is way longer than the list of issues going on. Bunker Wise. All right. Joseph Terra, Merry Christmas. Good to see you. NC says House is the best TV series of all time. Interesting. I haven't seen House. Northwater and Penny Dreadful are my top 2 favorite shows. Justin. It's D-Day today. Is it really? Is it really? Did I miss this? When was D-Day? D-Day was June 6th. The Normandy landings, D-Day. The invasion of Normandy was June 6th, 1944. Cooler, hello and welcome. Wesley is here. Good evening. I know it'll be challenging, but I'm ready and I won't quit. That is the right mentality. Ian Anderson, I've run 3 marathons. Go to my YouTube channel and check out my marathon vlogs. Young Chazi, I thought YouTube gives you a plaque for hitting 10K. No. The first plaque that you're eligible to get is 100K. So I have a YouTube goal to hit 100K subs next year and get a silver play button plaque. 12K, wow, you're rocking. Ain't ya, chick? Keep rocking. Thank you. Gotta keep going no matter what. I mean, I love doing live stream, like the live streaming every single day. It's not sustainable for the entire year, but when you go live every day, it does help with subscribers. It's pretty straightforward. Limu Gaming, still rocking the fire earrings. Thank you. Yep, these actually I wear beyond the Christmas season. Edward, hello, good to see you. Also, I gotta close this poll. All right, let's see what you guys said. Joseph Terra, 12K. I know, it's exciting. We're now at 12.5K subscribers, so we're getting up there. Okay, poll question number 1. The question was, guess my favorite Anne Hathaway movie. You guys did good. It is The Devil Wears Prada that came in first with 35% of the votes. I was so surprised that people, at least someone had said that they only recognized one of these movies, and they're all so popular. But The Devil Wears Prada is my all-time favorite Anne Hathaway movie. I remember when it came out, I was just obsessed with it. The Unbothered Son, I'm making cinnamon pancakes tomorrow morning. Yum. Justin says, lol. Hannah wears the earrings to bed, shower, running. She basically never takes them off. This is not true. I would not be able to sleep in these. All right, poll question number 2. Charles 2.0 is asking, no Batman, LOL. No Batman? Okay, poll question number 2. Okay, here we go. So the question is, guess which old time movie I'm watching tonight. Let's see. Emojis. Oh, wait, whoops, I wrote that as a comment. I need to put this as a poll question. Tony is here. Hello, Tony. You seem like a theater girl. I was not a theater kid ever. I was not into it myself, but I mean, I respected the theater kids. But I never had an interest in doing theater, any kind of performing. Happy Tuesday, Tony. Keep warm, stakes is high. Wait, what's the answer to number 1? The Devil Wears Prada. Omega, blesses man. Anne Hathaway was in, oh, that's right. She was Catwoman, I think. Is it, let me come up with some options here. Old-timey movies. What is there? Okay. I've got some. Okay. Shoot, what was the other one? Oh. Okay, guess which old-time movie I'm watching tonight. Can you get it? Can you get it? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. What was your high school clique? I did not have a high school clique. I've never been big on groups. Kazanavante, hello. Did you say skydiving was on your 2026 to-do list? If I did, it isn't anymore. I don't have any plans to go skydiving next year. NC. West Side Story. Omega Supreme says Breakfast at Tiffany's. Pezzonavante. Sorry to hear that, Gape. Brain. Charles 2.0. Gone with the Wind. Peter Pringle. Casablanca. I know you are naming a bunch of old-timey movies. Ernest, you have my favorite Christmas movie in the poll. Oh, that's right. You said your favorite Christmas movie is The Shop Around the Corner. I've seen all of these movies and I love all of them. I'm generally not an old movie type of person because sometimes the effects. If it's a movie with a lot of effects, which really isn't many, I would say most of these, not really. There's some in A Wonderful Life, but I think what gets me is like the grainy texture of the film. Just like it's not crisp compared to 2025 high def video stuff, and also really bad effects where you're just like, oh no, this is so bad. The Unbothered Son says Die Hard for me. NC is guessing It's a Wonderful Life. HBG The Label. Ernest, yep, I remembered. Austin Brown, good to see you. Yes, I'm doing well. Just hanging out, sipping some spicy ginger tea. I love drinking tea in the evening now. Hope you're doing well as well, Austin. Justin says Elf. NC, I like this idea. Favorite John Travolta movie. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, let me type that instead. Stakes is high. Noticing that Hannah is using a different mug today. Yes. My snowman mug is in the dishwasher. Face Off is a good one. I love Face Off. Omega. Oh my gosh, I have to rewatch that. All right. I'm gonna organize my notes here. Birthdays. Pezonovante, have you ever watched the 1947 version? No. The thing is, I love the modern one, and it's hard for me to do an old movie. Isn't that one in black and white too? Let me Google this. Is the original Miracle on 34th Street in black and white? Yeah, I can't do, like, with the exception of It's a Wonderful Life, and that might be the only one. I cannot stand black and white movies. Watching a movie with no color is so not fun to me. All right, favorite John Travolta movie. I'm trying to think, like, do I have, like, have I seen enough Travolta movies? Fave John Travolta movie. I'll have to think on that. Jungle Thriving, my phone died. Looks like you're back though. Saturday Night Fever for NC, love it. Chanakya 7, Yaba, movies I know what it's not. Movies I know what it's not, so I know what it is, or so you think. Guto saying hi to NC. Omega Phenomenon, Wild Hogs, Justin. I'm gonna Google John Travolta movies. John Travolta movies. I don't think I tend to go for his movies. All right. Jeez. Yeah, I haven't seen like any of these. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this because I've seen Grease, but no. I just was never big on John Travolta. I should maybe pick another actor where there's a lot more movies of theirs I've seen. Like Nicolas Cage. I could do that. Nicolas Cage. All right. One Truth Above. Austin, side note, I bought some of that lip balm. Yes. Woohoo. Duke Cannon. Gotta love it. My favorite chapstick. I've got 2 of them here actually. These are the 2 that they come in a combo pack like this. And on this green one, you'll see here, it says formulated to meet the needs of US military personnel. It's SPF 15, so you do get some sun protection, and it says tactical sunscreen, hydrate and defend. I love this because it's like real hardy, like holds up to the test chapstick. It's so good, it's so reliable. And I've spent so much money on chapstick that was such a letdown. Either, you know, it didn't make my lips feel less chapped. Sometimes it felt worse. And sometimes one time I bought chapstick and it had sun protection, but when I put it on, it was like chalky and my lips just it had this like white chalky residue on it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. So I swear by this stuff. I love, love, love Duke Cannon so much. Pulp Fiction, Guto Kowalski. Thank you, Ian Anderson. I just was never big on Patrick Swayze either. The Rock, Val Kilmer. Don't really know Val Kilmer. 50 Tyson. Poison Toad, hello. Good to see you. How you been? Pizzonavante, you're missing out. Trust me, the 1947 version is the best. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll watch it. We'll see. 50 Tyson, I use Burt's Bees. Stand By Me. 50 Tyson. Leaving Las Vegas, Nicolas Cage. What are you guys saying in the poll? Leaving Las Vegas is kind of sad. Ian Anderson says Home Alone, ? John Wayne, Super Slav, Poison Toad. I'm fasting right now. Oh gosh. Poison Toad, I'm curious. How long will you be fasting for? I'm assuming, are you just doing water, tea, black coffee, just liquids, no food? I'm always curious to hear about other people's experiences with fasting because it's not been like a great experience for me, but the thing is there's so much evidence showing how good fasting is for you. And I also, I was listening to someone talk about fasting and they're like, it's good to just, you talk about giving your body a rest where it's like, gotta rest your eyes, gotta rest your mind, you go to sleep, whatever, but it's good to give your stomach a break too, because if you're just constantly churning food without just an extended pause, a break for your stomach, it can just be a lot on your stomach. So I feel like there's so many benefits to fasting, but it's tough for me. Where I struggle is I feel like I'm hungry all the time, and I'm a distance runner. I run 4 days a week typically, so I have a decent amount of mileage, and I don't want to be running a super big calorie deficit because that's not healthy either. But yeah, I feel like I haven't permanently said no to fasting, but I don't know. I'm not sure how to make it work for me. Jeff Grind, hello. I do just water, then fast when fasting. Wow. Okay, so no coffee or tea even. How long will you be fasting? The Unbothered Sun. Jungle Thriving, Rip Rob Reiner. Oh geez, I didn't know this happened to them. I love Brad Pitt. Justin, I Am Drinking Tea, 50 Tyson. Broken Arrow is a decent movie from Travolta. Never saw it. Churning, Silver Star, Cute Freckles, Poison Toad, yes, 48 hours. Wow. I think that's the longest time that I've done a fast, but I was doing water, tea, black coffee, and some almond milk, which it's not like a pure water based drink fast, but for me, just for trying one for the very first time, I was like, okay, I'm okay maybe having a little bit of almond milk too. That's so interesting. It definitely takes getting used to, but surprisingly great mental clarity. This is what I've heard. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I never want to completely rule something out, even if I'm not a huge fan of it, especially when there is a substantial amount of scientific research that shows the benefits of something. And fasting is one of those things where there's like what is it, like restricted window. I've heard of restricted window eating, where people will only consume food between 12 o'clock noon and 8 p.m. at night, or a different 8-hour window. And then, so it's 8-hour eating window and then 16-hour fasting. I'm sure some people do that every single day. I don't think I would want to do it that way. And then there's some people who have done like 24-hour fasts, 48-hour fasts. I think NC said at one point that he does a 72-hour fast. And for me, I like the idea of doing a fast every once in a while. It's kind of like give your stomach a break, give your digestive system a break, and like a nice reset for your body. But I just don't know how frequently I would do it, given that I live such an active lifestyle and I'm burning through calories on distance runs all the time. I just would want it to be safe, and that's where I get a little nervous. Ian Anderson, it depends. My mile time varies dramatically depending on the distance race that I'm doing. Rainbow said hi. Omega Supreme, I do 16 to 20 hour intervals of fasting. Wow, oh my goodness. You fit 2,200 to 2,400 calories into a 4 to 8 hour window. So you do what's it called? I don't know. That probably counts as intermittent fasting, maybe interval fasting, but I've heard people describe it as like a restricted mealtime window, or like restricted. I feel like restricted eating sounds bad, but just you restrict the hours in which you are eating, and then for the rest of the time you are fasting. Omega Supreme Intermediate, Peasant Avante, other than running, do you participate in any other sports? So running is definitely the lion's share of my exercise. I also do just leg work. I do lunges, I do squats. I've been doing push-ups every day. I do yoga, Pilates, just going for brisk walks, and high intensity interval training, or HIIT training. The Unbothered Sun, I'm not fasting at the moment, but I've done 4 days and then break it. Ooh, my longest time is 48 hours, and it was not fun, but I think afterward I felt kind of like a zombie at the worst of it, but yeah, I'm glad I did it just to like experience what that's like. Baby Blue, Hot Dog Water, hello Baby Blue. William Barry says, It's a Wonderful Life is a great movie. It's a Wonderful Life is my favorite Christmas movie of all time. I love that movie. Yabba with the Joe Burrow profile picture, which I love. Hannah, what song always makes you cry? Ooh, this is so good. The Scientist by Coldplay. How Is It Gonna Be by Third Eye Blind. Those two make me cry always. I feel like there's a Taylor Swift song in particular that's really sad. But I'm trying to think the ones. It's just, songs that are associated with such sad moments in my life. And I feel like The Scientist by Coldplay and How Is It Gonna Be by Third Eye Blind. Is it Three Eye Blind? This is gonna drive me crazy. Third Eye Blind. It is Third Eye Blind. Those two, oh, I feel like it's just, it like transports me back to just sad times. So those two, all, like, not always, but they definitely, you know, there's songs you listen to and there's zero emotional reaction. It might as well be like white noise or something just going on and you're having no response to it. Those two songs evoke the most sad emotions from me of any song. I'm trying to think of other ones. Taylor Swift has to have Maroon by Taylor Swift is one that has made me cry. Yeah. I do fasting with things other than just food. I fast from caffeine, for example. Okay, Mo Gooder, I love this topic of conversation because it's like I haven't had pleasant experiences with fasting. I'm talking like dizziness, bumping into things, forgetting things, falling down, nausea, just affecting my ability to focus at work, feeling very like frail and weak, where it's like I was like, I don't know if this is okay. Like I'm always trying to keep an open mind when it comes to health stuff, nutrition, fasting, whatever. And I was like doing a deep dive on fasting earlier this year out of curiosity, and it was a video I was watching, and someone in the comments said that fasting, one benefit of fasting is that for a lot of people, like food controls them. It's like they think about food all the time. They're really addicted to types of food and they just want to be munching all the time and always have food nearby to be snacking on, which that's not how our primitive ancestors lived, like in caves. It's like food was scarce. You had to do your best to hunt food, gather food, grow food where you could, but it's not like they had grocery stores. It's not like they had just snack packs sitting around their homes. And a comment that's always stuck with me about fasting was this comment that, I don't know if it was a lady or guy or whatever, but the comment was saying that fasting, for that person, they were saying, I enjoy fasting because it's like I am in control of when I eat, what I'm eating. I don't need to constantly be eating just because that's the way I've been conditioned. And it's a way to just break a routine and be like, nope, I'm taking a pause from this just for the sake of taking a break, and I'm not controlled by food. Like I can pause and fast. Roderick says, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Roderick. I appreciate it. The best benefit of fasting is autophagy. Yes, NC. Okay, you know when you hear something on social media or TV and it's talking about the benefits of doing something and you're like, crap, I don't do that. Shoot. Like I'm missing, you're thinking like, dang it, like I'm not doing that and I'm not getting the benefits that this person's talking about by doing that. And I remember watching several videos where I don't know if it was a biochemist or an MD, whoever, but they were breaking down autophagy. And I was like, tell me more about this, okay? And it was just like, you just are like shedding like all these old cells. You're giving your GI tract a break. You're not just continually feeding yourself food. It gives your GI tract a break, and just clearing out old dead stuff. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. It sounds like doing chores where it's like you have to routinely upkeep your home by dusting, by vacuuming, by scrubbing, by taking out the trash, except this is like doing chores in your body. Like it's such a benefit. And so the more I learned about autophagy, I was like, oh man, like now I'm feeling guilty for not doing fasting, at least every so often. So yes, NC, I remember that stuck with me. I had never heard of autophagy before, but I went down the rabbit hole of fasting and restricted window for eating food, all of that stuff. And then I think it was an MD who was going into all of these biological things that go on once you've been fasting. And I was like, no one has ever told me about this before. I did not grow up fasting in my life. If anything, I grew up here in the United States in suburbia, and it's like you snack and there's always food. I'm hungry, I'm gonna reach for something. And it's just anytime there's a hint of hunger, go and grab a Pop-Tart, go and grab some popcorn, go and grab a granola bar, go and grab whatever. It's just like hunger is not tolerated by a lot of people, myself included. And so it's just made me kind of think about, wow, like what an eye-opener to learn about autophagy and the benefits of fasting. Also, so many cultures throughout history have done fasting too. It's not like it's the new age woo-woo kind of thing. Pezzonavante, Jimmy Stewart is an Indiana, Pennsylvania native. That is about 70 miles north of me. Donna Reed was a beauty too. Autophagy is cool. Ever the Same by Rob Thomas gets me crying. I don't think I know that one. Yeah, I was on a deep fasting streak one time and I couldn't weld because my hand. Yeah. Okay, this happened to me too. The Unbothered Son. It was like, I feel like I've experienced two kinds of shaky hands or shakiness. One is when I've had too much caffeine and I'm like getting the caffeine shakes. And then the other one was when, and it's happened during times where I was super busy, I was traveling, I was running through airports, whatever, and I just didn't have any time to eat. And it was like absolute like hunger mode, running on empty shakiness. So I feel like it was two distinct types of feelings. And I remember when I was doing a fast this past summer, it was such intense hunger and hollowness that I was feeling that I just was like, oh my God, this is, I can't remember the last time. I don't even know if in my life before I did that 48-hour fast over the summer, if I had ever gone without food for that long. I don't think I had ever gone without food for 2 full days. I remember telling actually my sister and my mom about this. I was driving in the car with them one day, and I think it was almost to the 48-hour mark, and I told them, I was like, the last time I ate was like, I think I was telling it was like yesterday morning for breakfast, and it was now the next day in the evening. And they were like, what? It's just, again, never grew up fasting, wasn't in my culture growing up, food everywhere, easy to reach for, easy to get. Omega Supreme, not eating processed food and fasting has gotten rid of my acid reflux. Awesome. That's another thing too. I mean, I feel like this is like a new realm of health that I've not been a fan of. I haven't really looked into because I've always felt fine, but I'm just so intrigued. Like once I see something where I'm like, wait, there's all these health benefits and I'm not doing it. Now it's kind of planting seeds in my head. And I was listening to a podcast. It was on Diary of a CEO, which is an incredible, incredible podcast. He has the best people on that podcast. And he was interviewing an MD who has used intermittent fasting. He's like, these physicians and other scientifically trained people who have, they've recommended that their patients restrict their eating, and they have these really serious illnesses, and they've seen these illnesses recede, go into remission, do incredible stuff from restricted eating / fasting. The Unbothered Son, OMG, I say the same thing to my family, do you think people of the past had 3 meals a day? Yes, the Unbothered Son. Another, like, I love this topic of conversation and I feel like I want to talk about it more. I was listening to another podcast. It was not Diary of a CEO, but it was on a different podcast. I can't remember which one. And this was actually the guy being interviewed was a medical doctor, an MD here in the United States, practicing physician. And he was saying, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's just when people are just dropping nugget after nugget and it's challenging all of your beliefs about something. This guy, this MD on the podcast said, if our ancestors hadn't been good at functioning without food, modern humans wouldn't be here. Our ancestors had to get by for long, extended periods of time with no food. So if our ancestors had not been good at dealing with long periods of fasting just because they couldn't find anything, humans would not have survived until this day, until modern times. And I was like, wait, that's so true. I think about what life must have been like in like the Dark Ages, in biblical times, pre-biblical, like BC era, and it's like sometimes people just had a meager bowl of probably rice soup with a few carrots in it and maybe a little bit of rabbit if they could find it, and that was it. Maybe a little bit of bread. But it's like constant snacking through the day, 3 tidy meals a day, once at 8 a.m., once at 12 o'clock noon, and once at maybe 6 p.m. with a little snack in the mid-afternoon. This is not how Homo sapiens have been operating for most of human history. It's fascinating when you think historically. And it's good to remember because there's food everywhere if you live in a developed country. William Barry says, I had to look up autophagy, so did I, when people were talking about it. William Barry, my acid reflux vanished when I stopped drinking. I'm glad to hear that. Chad Brooks, thank you. Buddha, I'm doing good. Darren, which movie are you watching tonight? I'm not going to answer that just yet. Thank you, Blue CX Ray. Good night, Wesley. HBG, the label, said hi. 2 NFL games Saturday, Eagles versus Commanders at 5 p.m. Packers versus Bears at 8 p.m. I'm curious why, I'm not upset about it, but why are there games on Saturday? Does anyone know? Drone Plays, Chip Broadhead, Lace Rojas, thank you. Fifth River Rat, Berghoff in... I don't know where that is. No. King Hazy Only Haze. Peace up. Heavy Duty Ralph. Thank you. Boiled egg in soup. How the Polish do Christmas. How the Polish do a Christmas dish. Okay. NC says, yeah, breakfast, lunch, and dinner didn't start until the 18th century, which makes me wonder what were mealtime, like, because it's such a, something that I always want to be doing is just always assessing my beliefs, my behaviors, everything I was taught. And for the most part, I feel very solid on my beliefs and what works for me at this point in my life, what I'm willing to do, what I'm not willing to do. So I feel like my core beliefs are pretty set. But I always, at the same time, I feel pretty solid in my core set of beliefs and how I operate in my life. But I always want to keep an open mind and not be so stuck in my beliefs that I'm just refusing to look into new things and consider things that are challenging my current beliefs and maybe could improve my life. And the whole opening the can of worms of fasting. Well, the thing is, it's like I have fasted at different parts of my life and it just every time was not pleasant. But I think it's because I come from an upbringing, a home culture, basically 21st century millennial person here in the US where it's just like, well, you don't have to be hungry. Like, don't be hungry. Hungry, like, even this, it's like Snickers commercials. It's like, you're not you when you're hungry. Like, oh, I get so crabby. I get so tired. It sucks. Like, you live in the 21st century. There's no need to be hungry anymore. But then I feel like the bad part of that is, well, then you can just eat all the time because there's such convenient food all around you. And that's not how it always was. And for most of history was not the way it was. So I was just having this thought this evening, actually, because I was thinking about tomorrow. I've got back-to-back early meetings, one at 9, one at 10, both of them at least an hour. The 10 a.m. is probably going to go longer than an hour, being realistic. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I kind of don't want to get up and have to fix breakfast. But I was also like, what if I do what I consider like a mid-week reset where I either fast from morning until evening, or I do a restricted, like I start eating at noon and then finish at 8 p.m. Like, I literally had that thought tonight where I thought, okay, maybe like heading into the new year, this would be something interesting to try. Because you know I'm all about health and I'm always like fascinated by different things. And yeah, I haven't gotten it out of my head that this is something I would like to implement on a somewhat regular basis. I'm just kind of playing around with ideas at this point. Frank is in Biloxi, Mississippi. King Hazy, Saturday games late in the season help shape the playoff picture. Okay. Gotcha. Yaba says, for me, the sound of silence brings eye drops every time. See, and for me, it never makes me cry. I feel like there's songs where they're like very emo, but they don't evoke like the crying response for me. I'm just kind of like, wow. It's more like an awe response where I'm like, that's so beautifully written. It's very sad, very real, but it's not the crying response. And I feel like with Taylor Swift, more of her songs, like So Long London, she writes it about her previous boyfriend. Well, she's engaged now, but like her last relationship with Joe Alwyn, who was a London boy. And it's such a brutal song, just about how she felt when it was falling apart. That one I can listen to and I'm like, that is so brutal, like, ouch. But it's also so beautifully written. And I feel like it doesn't bring me back to a personal sad time. It's more just I'm like listening and thinking like, wow, that's such a powerful song and such a sad song. And that's how I feel about The Sound of Silence. It's such profound commentary on society. It is very sad, but I think it's very beautiful. And it also isn't associated with anything that's specifically sad that I've gone through. So I don't, yeah, it like doesn't make me, sorry, I got distracted by my movie. But yeah, I don't think I've ever cried to The Sound of Silence. I've more just been like, wow, it's like beautiful writing about something that is so tragic and sad. I love those songs, but they don't make me cry. There have been Saturday NFL games in late December for as long as I can remember. Okay, wow, this was not on my radar until now. Rich. Shyler is back. Mo Gooder, college football playoffs coming up. I do not watch college ball. I've never enjoyed it. I prefer to just watch the professionals. William Berry, Sound of Silence is a great song. It's my favorite song of all time, actually. Couldn't stand that metal remake of it, pure sacrilege. Yeah, if there's like, I feel this way about things where the original is so perfectly perfect. It's like, just don't try your weird take on it. No one asked for it. Yes, I feel very strongly about this, William. Piper, ZEGN, Mac for Trap, thank you so much. Dion Bryant, I remember you. Welcome back, and thank you for sending a 100. We got Jamie. 1 second, I'm adding Dion Bryant to my list of shout outs. Dion Bryant, hello. The Unbothered Son, I'm mostly OMAD. See, this, okay. OMAD blows my mind because I have, like, this happened to me just last night, the Unbothered Son. I have had it happen repeatedly where I went to bed and clearly I hadn't eaten enough calories during the day, and I will be woken up in the middle of the night by my churning stomach, and it is just churning and churning because I am starving for food. So the thing that really is hard for me, and I experienced this when I did at least my last marathon training cycle, which was 2024. Because you're running so many miles and burning so many thousands of calories every week. And I would have it happen where I went on like a 15-mile run, a 20-mile run, a 10, whatever, like crazy high mileage. And like multiple times during that training cycle, that training program for the marathon I ran last year, I would wake up at 3, 4, middle of the night, and it would be like loud, like churn, churn, churn. And so in my head, I was like, then for the marathon training, I was like, okay, this is annoying because I could have gotten a clean, full, unbroken 8 to 9 hours of sleep, but now I'm waking up in the middle of the night. I'm uncomfortable, and now I have to like stumble out into my kitchen and find something to eat, and then I could go back. And then once I found like a granola bar, I would then go back to sleep right away. Like the hunger would go away. So the trouble I have with the few times that I have done fasting, I did fasting a summer in Morocco, I did fasting for a summer in Azerbaijan. Those were both Islamic cultures, so I participated in Ramadan. And then I did fasting this past summer for a little bit, and for me, fasting has repeatedly disrupted my sleep overnight. And I'm like, that's where I struggle, because my stomach will wake me up in the middle of the dang night, churning, eating itself like loud, and I just can tell I'm like absolutely starving to the point where I can't even stay asleep. So that's where it's just, I'm more a fan of like the restricted window of eating, because then you can still get your like however many calories you need for a full day. You can still get your calories in that window instead of running a deficit and then being woken up in the middle of the night because you're just desperate for food. Mac for Trap. Your earrings. Thank you. Jamie, you have to listen to Ever the Same by Rob Thomas. Good night. Gorshin says, oh dear, you're beautiful. Thank you. Matchbox 20. Yes, I loved Matchbox 20 NC. Shiler Bear, I do like Avenged Sevenfold. Protein Shakes. Kylie Saunders, thank you. Gorshin, I'm maybe snacking? I'm snacking on some tortilla chips. Cole Mwenda, hello Cole. How are you? Also, we made it to 100 likes, guys. Thank you. If you haven't voted yet, vote, vote, vote. Try and see which old-timey movie I'm watching tonight. Kylie Saunders, how can I be healthy but lose weight? I don't give out that kind of advice on here. I am not a licensed dietitian or nutritionist. I would say you gotta contact a licensed health professional to get some advice. Slowing is the opposite of fasting? I'm confused. Poison Toad. Oh, no worries. Andrew, oh my gosh, you made it to Dallas. I was thinking about you today. Okay, so you said that you're gonna be in Texas for, what is it, 4 days, I think? And you said it was for work, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm curious to know, is this your first time in Dallas, Andrew? The Unbothered Sun, yeah, I hear my body working things out, but I like the science of it and actually witnessing the process of ketosis and autophagy. Yes, okay, I'm curious though, because for me, I am so intense about my sleep. I do not like running a sleep deficit. If I can get a straight shot of sleep through the night, I want to get a straight shot. No middle of the night, waking up in the darkness with a churning stomach and then wondering if/when I will be able to fall back asleep. So for you, are you just able to go back to sleep if you get woken up from hunger? That's the thing I just was never able to figure out, because I feel like my body is it just demands to be fed. And like I said earlier, it's just, today I ran 4 miles. Yesterday I ran 4 miles. I run 4 days a week. I exercise every single day. And so I think that can also intensify the hunger I feel, because it's like, okay, I've burned calories now from the workout. I need to replenish those in addition to the calories. My body just needs to function. So the interrupted sleep, that's been my biggest frustration with fasting. Corey Nelson just watched the Polar Express. Gorshin, slowing mean eating nonstop. Andrew, you've a great memory. This is my 7th visit to Dallas. We've had great clients here since I started my business. Yes. So Andrew, I'm assuming, because I know that you have crushed it in the business realm. So have you been self-employed now for a good amount of time? I'm so curious because I like hearing, I consume a lot of content by entrepreneurs, people who have started their own businesses. They are their own boss and they're on their own time, which, yes, it's hard. I feel like people can be deluded, oh, be your own boss. Yeah, stick it to the man. It's no, it has its own sets of challenges, but its own set of challenges. However, to me, it sounds, the hard work, the hardness of it seems so worth it. Poppy, hello. George, it's best to sleep near the refrigerator. No. Egg Shed, are you gonna watch Thursday NFL? Yes, I will be watching it. I'm curious who is playing on Thursday. NFL Thursday night. Who is playing? Who is playing NFL Thursday night? Ooh, oh my God. This is gonna be a good one, you guys. Dude, LA Rams versus Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, former Viking, Sam Darnold is their QB. And both of these teams have an 11-3 record, the same record. Wow. Holy smokes. Egg Shen, yeah, you betcha. I am gonna be tuning into that one. I wonder, oh, it's at Seattle. Ooh, the Rams are at Seattle on Thursday. I love this. I'm so excited for this game. I think it's gonna be an excellent matchup. Let's see who's favored to win this one. Now that's my next question. Who is favored to win LA Rams versus Seahawks? The Rams are a 1-point favorite. Rams are generally favored to win against the Seattle Seahawks in their upcoming matchup by a very narrow margin, though. Ooh, even though they're on the road at Seattle, the Rams are still favored to win. Interesting. Okay. Can't wait for it, Egg Shen. Thank you for bringing that up. You betcha, yeah. Yes. John, what's your Cash App? So I have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the bio of my YouTube channel. And I can, let me see if I can just grab that for you if you're curious. Since you asked, I don't like to promo it, but if people ask, I think sometimes they can have a hard time finding it. Let's see. Come on, come on. Let's see here. John. Come on. John M. Here's the link to my, here's the link. I'll keep it simple. I use Buy Me a Coffee as my Cash App. It's also linked in the bio of my YouTube homepage. You're welcome. Thanks for asking. Justin, okay, Poppy. Justin says I can ride 4 miles on a bike. Justin, do I get a high from running? Not really, no. There's much easier days than others with running, but the proverbial runner's high, I don't know if I've ever truly had a runner's high. I can just think of like really beautiful runs that I went on where the weather was absolutely perfect, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, sun was shining, light breeze. I was fully rested, had gotten 9 or 10 hours of sleep. It's like those very, like when you think of a bell curve of like typical is in the middle and then it's like either end is the extremes. I can think of like the extremely good end of my runs throughout all these years. And it's just, I can picture like the sun shining in my face. I'm wearing a lightweight top and breezy shorts and my shoes. Didn't take much to get dressed. The temperature was perfect. Everything felt great. I had eaten super light for the day, so I was running real easy, real quick. Like those are the dream runs. But I would say those runs are maybe 5% of the total runs that I've done in my life. Because I'm telling you, there's almost always something that can knock the overall vibe of a run. I would say poor sleep, stressful day at work, eating too much food / heavy food earlier in the day, because I run at my best in the evening. What else? Oh, sometimes, this happened recently. I was just not thinking, acting very stupidly, but I was running and I happened to see 2 very cute deer, and I was running and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was running like this, and then one of my feet went, and I like rolled my ankle. Luckily, I almost fell, but I didn't. But I like hit a little divot on the path, and I rolled my ankle. Luckily, it wasn't too bad, but I was like, oh my God, come on. Like, pay attention while you're running. There have been runs where it's like I went to cross the street and I had the right of way, the crosswalk signal was blinking, like, okay, and then some crazy driver just cut me off or had to like slam on their brake so that they wouldn't hit me. It's just, there's just certain elements that can make a run less pleasant physically or more stressful based on external things you literally can run into. So, yeah, I really don't know if I've gotten a runner's high. I would need to hear other runners talk about the runner's high to kind of compare notes. Maybe a few times. Oh, sorry for yawning, guys. Justin, Andrew. So I left the Royal Marines. I did remember this. Yes. In 2021 when my son was born. Oh my gosh. This is, I think, did you say his name is Isaac? When my son was born and started my company with a friend who I served with. Whoa. Wait, I didn't know that. Okay, I knew your military background. I did not realize, one, that you had started your company so recently. And two, I didn't realize that you started it with a fellow service member. That is so cool, Andrew. Dang, I love that. Josuin. I wouldn't say I'm into anime, no. Skylar is gonna go with the Seahawks. I got a crazy story to tell you though. Share it, please, the unbothered son, please. William Barry, Andrew saw an A400M fly over the house here in California that belonged to the Royal Marines. Amazing. Jawad Nurani, hello. Chris Via. That run had an alpha less than 5%. Omega Supreme says aches and pains. Andrew William Barry. I used to enjoy doing our war games with the US Marines in the Mojave Desert. Cool. Midwest Mike said hi. Hello, Midwest Mike. How are you? Sir Ford says, you yawned in my face. William Barry, Andrew, I think they were heading toward 29 Palms. Chad is here. Hello, Chad. How are you? Hope you're well. Vote in the poll if you haven't, because I'm going to close it in just a minute. Rolo, hello. Yeah, Skylar, honestly, it was weird saying that when we crossed over into December, I remember thinking, wow, it's so weird to say that Christmas is now this month, because I was like getting really excited about Christmas coming. And then now, fast forward 16 days, and now Christmas is next week. Wild. Fear Thea? What do you think about extraterrestrial life? I hope it exists. I think it exists. I'm fascinated by it. Jawad Narani says, Hannah, come to Florida. We watch movie together. I'm not gonna come watch a movie with you. Chris Via, I haven't heard that song. Chad, Hannah made vegan black bean brownies, came out amazing. I loved those. I mean, that has to have been over a year ago now, I think. Or maybe it was this year. Now I'm not so sure. But it was a while ago. The Unbothered Son, I went in to get blood drawn and I almost passed out because I haven't eaten in days. No, I got into so much trouble when I came home. Oh my gosh, whoa, wait, I feel like, yeah, I would not do that if I was going in to get my blood taken. Because I already get faint. And I feel like, don't they say you should have like some amount of food in your stomach? Should you eat before a blood draw? I think it depends. It's saying actually for some tests you need to fast beforehand, but it says for non-fasting tests. So if you're going in for blood work and it's a test that doesn't require fasting, it says eat a light meal beforehand. Eating a light meal beforehand is fine and can prevent dizziness. And this is the way I operate going in when I know, like if I have a medical appointment and I know, or there's a very high likelihood they're just gonna send me down to the lab to get my blood work tested, it's bad news bears if I roll in there and I haven't eaten anything, because I tend to be very dizzy and faint and like I just feel so weak when I've gone for a long extended period of time without food. And then on top of that, you guys know I am terrible with blood and needles, and it's like on top of the, like if I haven't had anything to eat and I'm really faint, then I also go into panic mode where I'm like freaking out, you know, starting to get dizzy from panicking because I get really nervous around blood and needles. It's not good for me. Chad, do you have a video making them? Yes, I do. I have done a black bean brownie recipe video. It's on my channel. Staff Appreciation Day is about thanking staff for their service. Yes, Chad, I think it was tonight that we crossed over the 12.5K mark. So we're currently, actually, let me refresh this because I checked this a little bit ago. I'm gonna refresh and see where we're at. We're at 12,508 subscribers. So we're just over the 12.5K mark. Reaper sent a 100 and then you comboed it, I saw. So let me make sure to get you on my thank you list. Reaper. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Reaper. All right. Andrew says, your memory is super. My boy is indeed called Isaac. And yes, our firm is 5 years only in June 2026. If interested, we're a private military and security services contractor. Wait, hold on, Andrew, because you've probably heard me say this before. I'm currently not comfortable doing any kind of meetup in person, like for my YouTube channel, just because of safety reasons. Like, I think you have to be really careful with who you give yourself access to and announcing you're gonna be like in person at a certain place. But I have joked that whenever I do have a meet and greet, sounds so like pretentious, but like a meetup or in-person thing where it's like, I wanna eventually meet some people from YouTube in person, I would have such tight security. There would be full scanners, bag checks, pat downs, the wand they put over your clothes to check for stuff. And I'm curious to know, security services contractor. So are you, like, does your company, say for example, take a celebrity, Justin Bieber. Say Justin Bieber was gonna be putting on an event, and like, do you basically, are you like a vendor of like security services? Like, do people come to you for private events? Because you said private military and security services, but I'm curious to know, like, do you offer security services for non-military stuff? Like events, concerts, if a business is hosting something, or say like a senator or a politician is hosting something, could someone come to you and like hire services? The Unbothered Son, I didn't know they were going to take blood. Oh no, oh, the Unbothered Son. That's so rough. I'm so sorry. Oh, I can't imagine going through a blood draw, being absolutely famished. And I'm guessing at this point you had been, well, you said it was just now, like this just happened. So you had been fasting for what? 48 hours, you said? It was a long time. Reaper says, oi, oi, 100 likes. Yep, we're over 100 likes. Amazing. The Unbothered Son says, so I drank plenty of water. Kurt, good. I'm doing good. We have been spending a good amount of time on this live stream talking about fasting, which has really not been part of my life, not part of my routine. I haven't had the most pleasant experiences with it, but we've been talking about the benefits of fasting and different types of fasting, and it's just so interesting to me. And my YouTube channel is a generally health-focused channel, and yeah, I'm like thinking about, because there's so many benefits that have been shown associated with fasting, and I'm like, oh man, it sucks when you feel like you're missing out on some real good benefits from some food, some behavior, some routine habit, and it hasn't left my mind ever since. Kurt Good says, Hannah, I need your help. What do you need help with? Yaba, no spamming. Hassan Games, hello, happy holidays. You like the shop around the corner? All right, I am gonna close this poll because I'm past time. Let's see what people said. All right, poll number 2. Guess which old time movie I'm watching tonight. Right now, it's on my screen. Sorry, I'm watching a very dramatic scene. Okay, poll question number 2. Guess which old time movie I'm watching tonight. So a lot of you guessed It's a Wonderful Life. It's not A Wonderful Life. I still need to watch that this Christmas season. I haven't watched it yet. Sorry. Okay. Second place was The Sound of Music. Yes, I am watching The Sound of Music right now. And I'm actually at the part, if you guys know The Sound of Music, I'm watching the breakup scene between the Von Trapp dad and the blonde lady who he was planning to marry. And it's like not working out between them. So they're basically parting ways at this scene. And I forgot exactly how it went down. And she's saying, and somewhere out there, I think there is a young lady who will never be a nun. AKA Maria. Anyways, The Unbothered Son. I'm amazed at the limits the human body can go to and surpass. Yes. Whenever I have my doubts and whenever I'm like, oh no, what if that happens? Like, what if I get sick? And it's like, okay, like the body is a crazy machine. Like the human body is an extraordinary machine. And it's just all the functions that it's able to do on any given day. It's just remarkable. Skylar, I'm not going to get into details here, but you can Google how to become a streamer. Aurelius Cooper, that's the one I figured you were watching. Nice job. Yes, I am watching The Sound of Music. I think this thing is like almost 3 hours long. It's a long movie, but it's so beautiful. It's such a classic. And what was I gonna say? It's on Disney Plus streaming. It might be on a few other apps, but that's where I'm watching it tonight. New Way. Hey there, we beat the Cowgirls. What? Oh, you mean Vikings beat the Cowboys? Leno, hello. Andrew, however, we have done... Oh, did I miss something before? However, we have done close protection for high net worth and VIPs, mostly CEOs or yes, that's exactly the type of person I'm thinking of. It's not a military function, but it's very high profile and definitely someone who's going to need security, like a politician or CEO. Yes, Skylar. Justin says overthinking. Oh, I love this scene. It's so sweet. The Von Trapp dad is now going to Maria, the governess, Julie Andrews' character, and basically being like, oh, I don't want you to go. Farad Watkins, hello. SM with the dab entry. Love to see it. Heloom8, thank you. I've been dressing in these antlers, these earrings, and this Jingle Bell necklace all month because I'm doing Livemas this month where I go live every single day of December. Skylar, I'm okay with fasting. SR Samam. Oh, that's okay, Andrew. I think I understood what your comment had been, which was like, no, we don't do just broadly private security events, but high profile CEOs, politicians, etc. Yeah, no worries, Andrew. Let's see. SM Hannah, imagine I just go around dabbing IRL every time I enter a room. Gen Z would die of cringe, right? I know they'd be like, oh, it's so cringy. It's so cringy. Honestly, it would be so funny. So funny. Oh, such a sweet movie. So sweet. I love it. Justin, Jimmy, are you Prancer? I'm not any particular reindeer, but people have been asking. Which reindeer are you? Oh, this is so sweet. I love the sound of music. Oh. Heloom, I am watching The Sound of Music. Oh, it's just the sweetest scene where I forget the guy. It's like basically the father of the Von Trapp children and Fraulein Maria, who's the governess, who's a bit of a hot mess. They finally get together. It's so goofy though, because it's like it's like evening, like moonlight. They just kiss for the first time, and then Julie Andrews, of course, breaks into song. It's just like would not happen in real life, but of course, it's Julie Andrews. It's The Sound of Music. It's a classic, so we all love it. But can you like I'm thinking like in real life if you did that, like if you just had like confessed your love to each other for the first time and you had had your first kiss and then one of you just starts like singing a song. I don't think it would go down well. I don't have any tattoos, Skylar, but I think tattoos are cool. Whenever someone has a tattoo, I'm always kind of like, ooh, what? Actually, I was at work not too long ago, and my 9 to 5 office environment is business casual all the way up to business formal. So everyone is there in a blazer, a blouse, a suit, just work professional. And I remember one time I was walking past one of the managers and she was going into her office and she didn't have on her blazer. She was just wearing a blouse and she had like a huge tattoo on her arm. And I was like, I've only ever seen her like at meetings, like in her full like business mode blazer outfit. And I was like, oh my gosh, so anytime I discover or notice that someone has a tattoo, I'm instantly intrigued because I'm like, ooh, like what is it? What does it say? What's it for? Why did you get it? How long have you had it? Why did you pick that particular part of your body to get that tattoo? It's just, I feel like I suddenly am like, I need to know more about this. I'm so interested. So I find tattoos interesting. Andrew, I basically explained we're in Dallas to renew contracts with an oil firm and we provide them assessments on marine piracy. Ooh, very interesting. Wow. Sounds like such exciting work. Sweetness, welcome back, Sweetness. Thank you. Thank you for the 100. Let me get you down. Andrew, I think it's so cool that you and your friend, who was also in service, came up with this idea and now have had second careers doing your own thing after being in the Royal Marines. That's so cool. Skylar says I look like Rudolph. I see that. Yes. Aw, Maria's getting married. I like so want to turn my phone around, but I don't want to risk copyright. This movie is so legendary. Beautiful Maria. Oh. Ray, OMG, Ray. Sorry, I keep forgetting about the lives. I know you've been so crazy busy, Ray, and honestly, I've got lives every single day this month, so don't sweat it if you can't make it to a particular live. I did all of my concerts today and got 105 floors on my Fitbit. Okay, dang. I was gonna ask you, Ray, how is your studying for your exams going? I think you said you have like 8 exams this week. So I have featured this mug on my lives before. It's not necessarily a Christmas mug, but I like that it's red. It's also really tall. I don't have any other mug like this. And I just love the shape of it. I love this speckly pattern on it. And this is one of my favorite restaurants in Minnesota. It's called the Rustic Inn in Castle Danger, Minnesota. It's up north by Lake Superior. It's a gift from my uncle too, the one who is the craft king up in Duluth. Andrew, well, I wanted the money, but didn't want to stop wearing my boots. Cool. Well, then I feel like you parlayed that perfectly. Stars Fire? Thabani Ray says, oh yeah, I haven't really had time to study. I have a geometry final tomorrow, but also a jazz assembly. So it's a lot and 0 time to study. Yeah. I mean, I remember feeling like finals week was just impossible sometimes, both in high school and in college. But you just do your best and like eventually you'll be on break. So yeah, you'll be fine. I feel like you'll just be fine. Hannah, who is that band member of Avenged Sevenfold? No idea. Starfire. Let's see. Thabani said 6'7", of course. Out of my ginger tea. Aww. Let's see how much more of this movie I've got. Wow, there's still 37 minutes left of this, guys. It's a long one, but I feel like it makes sense why it's this long. It's also crazy to think of this. So this movie came out in 1965, I believe, and it's so wild to think about how long ago that was. So that means that it would have turned, 60 years old this year? Oh, that makes me sad. This movie came out 60 years ago. Wow. Ray, one of the other 2 drummers hurt himself at one of the assemblies. Uh-oh. I don't know how tomorrow's gonna go. The show must go on. That's what I say with anything whenever there's a setback. You gotta make it work. Even though it's easier to say and it's stressful to do. Also, there's 184 people here, which is awesome. Hello, 184 people. Welcome, welcome. Ray, are these extracurricular activities? I feel like Ray does so much stuff. It's just like head spinning to think about. Sanju, you should act in Narnia. Funny you should say Narnia. I was just thinking about the Chronicles of Narnia, and the last time I watched it was 2 years ago during the Christmas season. I love the Chronicles of Narnia. That also, I'm like, how on earth has that been now over 20 years? I think it came out in like 2004 maybe. Crazy. Lamar says hello. I did hear about that, Skylar. Ray, yes, SM, but it's worth a grade. Anke, oh, Joe Frias, hello. Hello, quick jump in before having to go to sleep. Early teams ooh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Joe Frias. Dang, my first meeting, and it is a Teams meeting. My first meeting tomorrow is at 9 a.m. So like right at the beginning of the workday, but dang, oof, 6 a.m. Central Time. I'm sorry. Totally understand why you want to get to bed. Oops. Maddie Grace, I love Narnia. Did you know it was biblically? Yes, I did. I did know that C.S. Lewis was very religious. M4 says, I love Narnia. Yes, it's such a feel-good movie, that Disney one that they made. SM, are you attending a fancy art school? Oh, to Ray, I'm guessing. Cool Kawaii Kid. That's a cool username. Thank you for the 100 gifts. I'll be sure to shout you out. He was an amazing singer. Andrew says, and yeah, it's cool working with my buddy. Our skill sets are different in a business sense, so it works. It sounds like you guys complement each other well then. Cool. Oh my goodness. I feel like it'd be so rewarding to do a business with your friend and just have it be successful and you're flying places. That's incredible. Ray says, no, LOL, I go to a public school and do very basic bare minimum activities, but you're still crazy busy, Ray. That's what's like so wild about it. Joe says, nice, I work for a global company based out of Germany. End of the year IT meeting. Okay, this is reminding me of my dad's line of work. So he's retired now, but he was basically like a database Oracle dude, like tech dude for most of his career. And I remember he would have some of these meetings at the oddest hours, and it's because they would have to meet with people in Europe, in India, in, I don't know, if Dubai maybe, but yeah, he would have the occasional meeting where I was like, oh man, that's an interesting time to be on a call with somebody. Penny is new. Hello, Penny York. Tommy Brown, good to see you. SM, nice YouTube shows the handle now with gifts. I feel like before it didn't, so you had to ask them. Yes, SM. It was much more tedious trying to get the exact handle so that I could, comment at people when I do my thank you posts. And now that it's switched over, and I don't know why it's been going back and forth with the YouTube lives. I'm not mad about it though, because it's been so supremely helpful with doing the shout outs after my lives. And before, like you said, I would either have to, if I could click on the person and then go to their YouTube channel, and then I'd have to copy paste the handle that appeared underneath their channel name, or I would have to just ask them. It just was way clunkier before the handles appeared. How did you get your name? Are you asking me why I'm named Hannah? I got it from my parents, from the Bible. Ray, I have after school practices after Christmas break for a girl percussion ensemble. What? We're going to State for? There's honestly, Ray, I feel like there's always like at least 5 to 10 things in the works in your life. There's always something you're up to. I like hearing your updates so much. Joe says, fun times, totally love my work. Yay! Oh, that's so cool. Been at since 1996. I love to hear that. Okay, Joe, I have my dream 9-to-5 job. I love my job. I've been at my job now for over 2.5 years, going on 3. And it has everything I could ever want in a job. It's like the core set of skills suits me so well. I really enjoy it. The people are incredible. The pay is really good. The hours are good. It's hybrid and flexible. So you have to come in a certain number of days of the week, but no one's checking. It's like just honor the hybrid work policy, but pick which days you want to come in, and then, you know, you're free to work remotely the rest of the days. So it's flexible. It feels like really purposeful work. It feels like helpful work, like meaningful work. And I refer to my 9 to 5 as my terminal 9 to 5 because I have no desire to have another 9 to 5. It's so awesome. I love my job. Amon Lion, thank you. Ray says today was very busy for 7 weeks. Oh my God, that's right. Yes. For 7 weeks post-op, but definitely an improvement from the last few weeks. A lot of lifting today though. Wow. So cool, Ray. SM, Hannah, do you use your master's degree with your data analyst job? Yes. So as part of my master's degree program, every person in the program was required to learn a data like software program. And the software programs that were offered in my course were R, Stata, and I think there might have been a third one. I think there was, I don't know if there was Python. There were some extra bonus classes you could take for funsies. I picked R for my data analysis program, and that's what I use at my current job. So that was a requirement for my master's program, and I use that all the time at my 9 to 5. Tommy Brown. I'm just going with Rudolph. Matt Acoustic, good to see you. How have you been? We've had a good number of people for the last 30 minutes or so. I see 153 in here. All right. Andrew says, we serve together in the same unit. I've changed my pick briefly. It's from our final op off the coast of Somalia. Wow. Oh, that's kind of a stressful place to be. Oh my goodness. Wow. Very cool, Andrew. Dang. That is wild. I appreciate that. A little glimpse into what your past was like. Fascinating. Final op off the coast of Somalia. Wow, I think about places where most people have not been. I don't think I've been anywhere near Somalia. Thank you, Matt Acoustic, Tommy Brown. Hard day at work today. Take a reindeer personality quiz. LOL, maybe. Michael wants to know if I own children. I do not own children. You gotta have fun. We're only here once. Yep, exactly. Have fun. Don't take life too seriously. I think you have to take it seriously at moments because you can make choices that you'll regret your whole life if you don't really consider them seriously. But I feel like there's moments you have to be really serious and intentional, but so much of life, it's easy to be like, oh my God, it has to be perfect. Oh my God, and it's just like, no, you gotta have fun. You gotta relax and enjoy it too. I was thinking this on my run today. I was thinking to myself, okay, try to just, sometimes during workouts, it's easy to just go on autopilot and it's like, I'm already thinking like, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna do that. And it's like, okay, I was like, just focus in the now. Like, don't let this run just go by and check it off your list, but actually try to be present on this run. That's something I'm trying to be better at too. Paolo, what up, Rudolph? Skylar's been to Germany. Let's see. The Unbothered Sun, good night. Unbothered Sun, it was really fun chatting with you about intermittent fasting, fasting in general, and it hasn't left my brain. I'm just thinking about it. And it's actually, you know, I've been on here for 2.5 hours, and it's time that I wrap up this live because I have a couple meetings right away tomorrow morning. It's Chan U19, hello. So my list of thank yous, I'm gonna start with those. Shout outs of the night. There was a super chat from Abe Snake, and then gifts from Ernest Grass, Donut King, Nobody, Smile Forever, Deond Bryant, Reaper, Sweetness, and Cool Kawaii Kid. So thank you everybody who donated. I don't know if we had mods tonight. I didn't see any, so I'm not gonna do those shout outs because I don't think there were any here. Joe says, night, gonna do a few things, then Z. Yes, me too. I've just got a few things and then I really have to go to sleep. Thank you, It's Chan. Thank you, Christina. I'm gonna remind you guys that my next Livemas live stream, oh, this is painful, is tomorrow night, aka Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. Woohoo! Andrew says, it's so strange watching you and it not being time to wake up. Hope you rest well. Take care. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Great chatting with you about your business and the stuff that you do. And I hope you enjoy Texas for the next few days. I hope you have fun down there and all of your business stuff goes really well. Take care, Skylar. Good night, SM. Antonio Salazar, you made it. I'm just heading out here. I was gonna leave one last comment here. Be sure to come on back tomorrow night for day, God, I can't believe this, day 17 of Livemas 2025. Wild. Oh my gosh, ice cold. I'm laughing at this. This is so funny. Oh my God. Oh, that is hilarious. Ice cold. Happy holidays from Ice. Oh my gosh. I gotta respond to this. All I can say is lol. Thank you for the ice cold super chat. I appreciate you, and I'm also laughing at this. Boom, to cap off the night. Ice cold, 3, 2, 4, 5. You're also gonna be in my thank you list since you gave a super chat. I appreciate you. See you again, Yaba. And I love the Joe Burrow profile picture. So amazing. 10 out of 10. Good night, Aurelius Cooper. And with that, I think I am all caught up for the night. William Barry, nobody is going to rattle Hannah. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta go with the flow. And I don't know. I'm just like, life is good. Whatever comes my way, just stay calm and proceed. Snooty Fox, hello, Skylar. Yep, thank you for being here, guys. I'm gonna be hopping off here momentarily. I was just laughing at that last super chat from Ice. You've been really active here in Minnesota, OMG. Cody Jones, gotcha. All right, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. It's sad, honestly, I don't like ending these lives, especially when there's 119 people who are watching. But all I can say is come on back tomorrow, and I'm doing live streams every single day this month of December. 8 p.m. Central Time is the typical time that I do my lives. But yes, nighty night, sleep tight. Thanks, Snooty Fox and Anil. I'm gonna get to bed, but I will be back again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. Thank you, Skylar. I'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. where Anil is. Yep. So everybody have a great evening. If you're over here in North America or Western Hemisphere, for those of you who are farther away, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.